Good morning. The Stewardship Commission has asked me to spend a couple of minutes to talk about what St. Patrick's means to us. Of course, the short answer is everything. Both Connie and I are cradle Episcopalians, and the church has always played a large part in our lives. We have always supported the church financially and have been honored to have been elected to positions of leadership both in St. Patrick's and our former church in Florida. Our journey at St. Patrick's began in 1985 when we were here on vacation and attended services at the old A-frame church up the street. During the late 80s, we came back every year, and during the late 80s they had a drive to raise funds to start construction on our present church. There's a plaque in the narthex that lists 130 plus significant donors to that fund. Connie's name appears on that plaque, as well as there are only two other people that are still active at St. Patrick's listed on that plaque. In the mid-90s, we bought a place here, and we came on vacation every year and attended St. Patrick's. In the late 90s, I retired, and we were able to spend more time. At that time, we decided to divide our pledge between St. Patrick's and our church in Florida. In 2001, we moved here permanently and transferred our entire pledge to St. Patrick's. Other people that have given these talks have chosen to talk about the time and the talent. I choose to talk about money, the treasure. Every year the church presents a budget at the annual meeting of the money that's going to take to operate for the coming year, just like you probably do in your household. The only difference between your budget and St. Patrick's is St. Patrick's budget is always negative. I find this totally unacceptable. We need to step up and give the church sufficient money to operate. I'm sure you've all heard the phrase, the Lord will provide, which is probably true, but He expects us to do our part. I sincerely doubt that the staff, Nevada Energy, Rainbow Printing, or any other people that we get bills from would understand if we told them the Lord will provide instead of giving the money their due. So we need to step up and take care of this. As many of you have, over the years, we increased our pledge every year because the need was there. Until about 3 years ago when we reached the biblical goal of tithing our income to St. Patrick's. Now, I know everybody can't afford to tithe, but some can, and I think you ought to consider doing it. The vestry is in the process of establishing an endowment fund that will help secure the financial future of St. Patrick's. When you're making plans to leave this world and you've provided for your family, why don't you also include St. Patrick's family in that plan, just as our beloved Sally Hamill has done? Thank you for listening.